What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the TCG Empire YouTube channel. Today we are going over what to buy Wednesday. If you're new here, you're not sure what it is, it's where we take the deck of the week and kind of talk about the prices and see if the cards are worth buying or not. So this week we did take a look at Black Rob Lucy. So we're going to get into some cards with those and talk about the prices. Starting off, we have the Rob Lucy leader. Leaders are typically not expensive at all. So this means that you can, kind of ask for one, trade for one, really anything. But if you have to buy one, they're around 8 cents, not a bad price. Next we have Fukuro. This is the CP9 card. This is the blocker that can't be KO'd by any effects on your opponent's turn or your turn. So looking at this market price, they're about 37 cents, give or take. So definitely not a bad price considering the abilities that it has, and it's really solid against something like red. Next we have Isho. Isho is the new SR from Pillars of Strength, and this card is great. You have the ability to give all of your opponent's characters -3 cost, and then if you have 6 or more cards in hand, your opponent has to trash 2 cards. So I'm sorry, if your opponent has 6 or more cards on hand, when you play it, they have to trash 2. So it's super solid. Looking at this, it was about $20 when it first came out. It's dropped all the way to about $2. Definitely not a bad price, and I'd highly recommend getting 4. Next we have Kuzan. Kuzan has seen kind of a spike in the last couple months. Around May it was around $5, went up to $8.22, down to $6, up to $10, down to about $7 to $8. So looking at this with Black's playability, I'd say wait a little bit. They're probably going to go down, but if you absolutely have to get them now, you can get them for about $9 each, so about $36 with shipping included. But again, you can probably wait for these to go down. Next we have the 6-drop Sakazuki. This is where on play you can KO a cost of 5 or less by trashing a card. Kind of same thing as Kuzan. Black has seen more playability lately, so it was up to about $7. Now it's down to around $5.66. That's more of the medium price. It's definitely a lot better than when it first released. When Black's not super played, it's around the $3 mark, so this price definitely not bad at all. If you want to get a playset, you can get 4 of them for about $6 each for shipping included, so about $24. The only difference between that and Kuzan is I feel like, yes, Kuzan's more playable, but Sakazuki with the board removal and guaranteed removal, it's a lot better than Kuzan in the sense of price factor, so definitely wait for Kuzan to drop, and then Sakazuki's fine where it's at. Next we have Borsalino. This one's kind of hit or miss. Around July it was $17. Now it's down to about $11. You're looking to spend between 11 and 12, maybe even 13. It's definitely worth the price when it comes to this, simply put, because with Borsalino, it is a big blocker that can't be KO'd during your opponent's turn. And it gets plus 1,000, so it means that, essentially speaking, you have a 6,000 blocker on board that can't be KO'd by effects. It's a guaranteed block, gonna stay on board unless you choose to block and let it get KO'd. Paying between 11 and 13 for this isn't bad. It did have, this price when it first came out, and then it went all the way down to about $5, up to 16 again, now down to 11. If the trend continues, it should go down, but with the playability it has and it being stagnant for the past couple weeks, I'd say that this price is pretty solid. And next we have the Monkey D. Garp. Now Monkey D. Garp was about 70 cents, went up to about $2. Now it's around the $1.64 range. Definitely not a bad pickup. You're not really going to max these out at 4, so you're safe to get 2 or 3, but spending $1.64 per copy, definitely not a bad deal. Highly recommend it. And then finally we have Shockwave. Shockwave, please don't buy this right now. It's not worth $9.44 or the $11.45 that people are placing it at. Black is a good deck, but Shockwave is not that great of a card in the sense of what it can do. It's good, but it's controversially good. Yes, you can KO a cost of 3 or less, but there's nothing that can minus the cost of your opponent's characters on their turn. And so, it's been about a $6 card, but it's definitely not around the $11 mark. So definitely this is just a price based on hype, so I would highly suggest that you wait to get these. With red still being rampant, black is okay, depending on what you run into that's red. If it's Zoro, which is super aggressive, you're gonna have a really rough time. But if you're playing against something like Luffy's a bit easier to deal with because of the board weight, but Zoro is a lot more aggressive and can do a lot more on the early turns, so that's what makes it difficult. Shockwave though, definitely not worth $11. I would save your money. They're starter deck exclusive cards, so the starter decks probably are out of stock places, and that's why they're so high. But I don't really think that that's it. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's episode of Trash Deck Thursday.